Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Caleb from A New Expression, where we help you become your greatest self. Now, in today's video, I really wanted to dive into personal development. The topic of personal development, kind of my backstory, my personal history and connection with personal development, how I got into it, and why I think it's so important. So, let me give you guys a background of my story, how I got involved with personal development. So basically back then, in high school, was probably one of the worst periods of my life. It was a dark period of time where I felt lost. I felt like I didn't know where I was going, what I was doing. It was just a very dark moment, just hanging around with the wrong people, not really knowing what I wanted to get out of life, right? Not knowing where I wanted to go in life. I didn't have any ambitions. I was shy, I was anxious, I was depressed. Every time I went to school, I felt like I wanted to get out of there. I had this constant anxiety that I carried around with other people, and it drugged me down. It pushed me so far down that I don't know how I got back up. Every day I dreaded going to school. I dreaded having to speak in front of people, to having to embarrass myself again in front of people. And every time I remember going to class, I just stay quiet because I just was too afraid to talk, too afraid to express myself, too afraid to share my personality and open my mouth and share my thoughts, my feelings. And it kept me in a shell, and I started becoming a person that I wasn't. I started to pretend to be somebody that I wasn't. I tried to impress people that I didn't really care about. I tried to put on this persona. I tried to be this image that I thought I had to be, yet this was holding me back from being myself, and I got lost in the process. I got lost to knowing who I really was. You know, who was Caleb at that point, right? And I was just trying to impress everybody, trying to just be this person that people looked up to and thought that, you know, had it all. Like I wanted people to think highly of me, and I realized that I didn't even think highly of myself. I was insecure, I was anxious, I was just in a dark period of my time, and I always had this problem of being shy and anxious around people. It started from middle school, right? I had this anxiety that I just carried around with me. At first it was just shyness, right? It was just, when I got with my friends, I was very talkative. I was very loud, outgoing. But when I got around like people, especially in the middle school setting where I was meeting people that I wasn't really used to or I knew, this is when my anxiety started to grow, and I started to build all these negative beliefs about myself, and it killed my self-esteem, it killed my self-confidence, and I started to become a person that I didn't even recognize. And so fast forward to middle school, the anxiety started growing, my insecurity started growing, and it just, I lost myself, I lost a part of myself. And throughout this whole period, I started to catch on to bad habits, hanging around with the wrong people, just not doing the right things. And I really just got myself into trouble, just not doing the right things, and just I felt lost in life. I felt like I didn't know where I was going, and so it got pretty bad. And senior year, my friend actually passed away. He took his own life. And it was a hard time for me. He was one of my closest friends, if not my closest friend. And it was just a period of my life where I didn't know why things were happening to me, why I had to be the one that was going through these hard times, or why I had to lose a friend, or why I had to deal with these hard situations. And it was a dark period of my time, and it was a dark period of my life, and I thank my girlfriend for being there. I thank my family for being there, but it was really just a personal thing that I had to deal with. There was something about me that I knew wasn't right. Something about my life and the way I was carrying myself, the thoughts that were going through my head, I knew something was wrong. And I had a burning desire to change it. I remember saying to myself, I was like, for the rest of my life, I'm going to figure out what this is. I'm going to figure out why I'm depressed. I'm going to figure out why I have this anxiety around people. I'm going to figure out why I can't act like myself. I'm going to figure out why I have these kind of thoughts. I'm going to figure out why I can't live my full potential. I'm going to figure out what stops me from living my full potential. What stops me from being passionate about life. What stops me from forming good relationships, from forming good habits. And I made that commitment. When I made that commitment, guys, this brought me into the journey of personal development. This brought me into the journey of discovering myself. And it's not like I have everything figured out. I'm nowhere close to that. I still have a lot of things that I need to work out, a lot of things that I need to find out about myself. But from where I started from before, things have changed. I knew that something had to change, and I made the commitment to make that change happen. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know how long it was going to take, but I made the commitment. I remember I made the commitment to get better, to improve myself. Like, what got me depressed in the first place? What made me feel so anxious around people? And I made this commitment, and this is how I got involved with personal development. This is how I got involved with trying to improve myself, trying to become my best potential. This is what this channel is all about. Ain't No Expression. It's about helping others and helping myself too, to reach my full potential, to find my passion, to make an impact on other people. And this is like a lifelong thing. I know for the rest of my life that I will be involved with personal development. I will constantly try to be progressing and try to become a better person than I was yesterday. But this is where it all started from these dark moments, these times where I thought, I didn't know where I was going to go in life. I didn't know how life was going to turn out for me. I was in a dark place. I just couldn't find another way out. And when I made that commitment, when I told myself that I was going to change, that I don't care what it's going to take, I don't care how long it's going to take, I don't care how I do it. The point is that I'm going to get it done. I'm going to change. And it's been like that ever since. There's been days where it's been great. I feel improvement. I feel change. And there's days where I just feel like shit, and I feel like I'm at ground zero. But that's part of the process. It's part of the journey. But I know I will never quit. I know that this journey is a commitment forever. It's a lifelong commitment. It's something that I will never, no matter how hard it might be, it's something I would never quit. It's something I would never give up in. And that's what I wanted to make this channel, because I know it's going to be a lifelong thing. I know that me trying to inspire and impact other people, and me trying to become my best possible self, is going to be a lifelong thing. And the channel is here to stay. The content, the videos, the impact I'm trying to make is going to stay. It's here to stay because I want to truly impact people. I want to help people that felt lost, that felt depressed, that felt anxious around people, that felt like they were going nowhere in life. Bring their feet up, bring them back up, and change them as a person and their core. And that's how I got involved with personal development. That's how I got involved with self-help and trying to become my better version, right? And meditation, because I realized that in order for me to change, when I was looking, I was trying to find ways on why I felt this way and why I felt lost in life. I realized that I need to change up here. What's up here is what's causing all this. That's what's causing all the hard feelings and the hard emotions and depression and all of those things. That was all caused from my thoughts, and my thoughts caused my emotions, and that's why I felt the ways I did, and that's why I did the things I did. So the reason why personal development is so important is because you are bettering yourself. You are living a better life every day that you try to become a better person. Every day that you try to reach your full potential is a day closer to the person that you want to be. It's a day closer to living the life that you want to live. That's what personal development is. It's becoming a better version of yourself in whichever way possible. So that's why I want to make this channel. This is why I think you should get involved in personal development, because it's not even for, it's for yourself. It's doing yourself justice. It's doing yourself a favor. It's doing your family a favor. It's doing the people around you a favor. It's doing the people that you could impact a favor. So why wouldn't you, in my opinion, why wouldn't you get involved in personal development? Why wouldn't you want to become a better person? Why wouldn't you want to strive to become better than you were yesterday? So that's just a quick video, guys. I just wanted to share that with you guys, to kind of share my backstory of how I got involved with this, and kind of like the reason why you should get involved with personal development, why I think everyone should be involved with personal development. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are in life, no matter what your situation is, because I came from a pretty dark place, and if I could do it, you know, anyone else could do it. And it's still a journey for me. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. It's a lifelong thing. I don't think there's an end destination, right? It's just learning from it's learning from your mistakes, becoming a better person than you were yesterday. And that's what it's all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want more content like this. And remember that change only happens with that new expression. And I'll see you guys back in the next video. Take care.